Alright, welcome back to another episode of Mobile Mukbang. Today, Sam and Mike and I
What's going on?
are at the Subway because guess who's trying to count calories for a little bit, see how that goes. But we've all ordered something a little different, but yet kind of the same.
I have the chicken today.
Oh, you have the chicken, huh? Well, as far as our food roll call goes, this is the one time I get a little more adventurous than I normally do because I straight up got the ham with like all the veggies except, well, not all of them. I mean, any of them that are not spicy, I go for. And I got it on these Italian urban cheese, which, by the way, I eat upside down because you know what? That's where the flavor of the bread is. People don't do that, and I'm like, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
No, you're doing it wrong.
I think I'm doing it the better way. But Mike, tell me, what did you get?
I got the Italian BMT with pepper jack cheese, all the veggies except for jalapenos and spinach.
Mm.
And I got the chicken and bacon ranch melt with provolone cheese and just lettuce and green peppers for my veggies.
Now,
And then with the Italian urban cheese as well.
the Italian urban cheese is just a general winner.
Yeah, most calories.
Yeah, it's also got the most flavor. But here's the thing. Speaking of calories, I counted out all the calories. This foot long right here that I've got totals just under 900 calories. Not as healthy as one might expect. Thanks a lot, Jared. But, I mean, well, maybe we should stay away from topic from Jared because he did do some things that were, let's not even talk about it. But,
If nothing else, she's no longer the sponsor, whatever. So.
That's very true.
mhm.
If I remember correctly, I think he's behind jail. He's behind bars now.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we won't talk about it here, but when you do the things Jared did, he deserves to be behind jail and behind bars. Nevertheless, I think this is the first time we came someplace that's quote unquote trying to image itself as healthy when it's really not all that healthy. It's a sandwich, you know? Mm.
It's not the worst place though either, since you can at least see what the state of the vegetables are before you order.
That's true. And you get a lot of vegetables if you like vegetables.
But depending on how you order it, it could be really healthy.
I mean, that's just like any salad. If you decide to skip the dressing, you're good.
Got a point.
Although I think Jimmy Johnson is actually healthier because you can do a lettuce wrap instead of bread.
True, you can do lettuce wrap, but is it really a sandwich if it's wrapped in lettuce? Or is it just a meat salad?
Also, in all fairness, you can usually ask for it without bread or without whatever at any location. You can even do it at McDonald's or Burger King. They just throw it in a salad tray.
Yeah. Funny thing, you cannot order bread, just the bread from Subway. It's against the rules of the franchise. Unless you say it's for a duck. If you say you just want to feed the bird outside, then they'll sell it to you.
Curious.
I know this because of a comedian, Mitch Hedberg, which sadly is no longer with us. He found out.
Honestly, ironically, for most places, although you can order the bread separately, it tends to be the hardest item. Because people will ask for sides of something all the time. So we know where the side items are. The side items, condiments, whatever you want to call them.
Oh,
But
did you get
very rarely do any of the breads get.
your cup of sauce?
Oh, that's what's missing from this.
That's what the weight is.
Oh.
I thought it felt heavy, like something was
Yeah,
still
I
in there,
thought
but
something was missing from my sandwich that I added the calories for. I'm sorry, this sandwich has a little less calories, but it's about to get a little more. Oh my It's really deep in there. Okay. Okay, so I did order this whole sandwich with sweet onion sauce, which I totally forgot to put on the sandwich. Because when I asked them to make it, I forgot to ask them to put it on. So now I gotta put it on myself, all nice and careful like.
You don't have to.
Well, came on really good. So now it's a little sussy. But I will say this. Okay, Jimmy John's, you're right. A little different, but you can order the day-old bread for 25 to 30 cents a loaf, which is an 18-inch loaf, not a 12-inch loaf.
Yep.
I used to do that all the time. In fact, if you order a bunch of them at a time, they give you a big discount on top of the already discounted bread. But if you try to order the same-day cooked bread, it's a few dollars. Yeah.
Which honestly is still not that bad a price.
I used to get like 8 loaves at a time and then cut them up in half, put them in a bag, and put it in the freezer. And then I would make my own sandwiches when I got home. The bread is really good. For just plain white bread, it's not half bad.
Can't help but think of the irony right now. We're at Subway and we spent 5 minutes talking about Jimmy John's.
Well, what kind of mobile mukbang would this be if we didn't talk about the competitors?
I don't really think they are competitive.
Yep.
Because they don't make sub sandwiches the same way. They make deli sandwiches.
Well, it's a sandwich shop that makes them in a elongated shape.
Yeah, but there's also Quiznos and a few others. Quiznos, I think, is the more accurate rival for Subway.
But it's no longer here.
Yeah.
There's Speedy Cafe, which is very similar to Subway, in the sense that, well, think about it, they make the same kind of sandwiches.
It has the same type of stuff, but it's more of a general store compared to Subway. Because they also have
But
the pizza
they still make it fresh in front of you. The sauce really brings out all the flavors in this.
Yeah, and I see you're saving plenty for later.
Oh yeah, my beard is very generous. My beard captures anything that I may have forgotten, that when I look in the mirror, I was like, oh, thank you, beard. What's the beauty of having a beard? Your beard's always out there for you. Your beard's a bro.
Apparently, so is your shirt.
Well. Did we get
Napkins
napkins?
are in the bag.
Oh, of course they're in the bag. Everything's in the bag. I will admit this, I am a very sloppy eater. People always tell me, oh, you eat fast. And then they tell me, oh, you're a sloppy eater. I'm like,
They should see my stepfather.
did you order a foot long or a 6-inch?
Come on.
They call me a fast eater. Look, he's almost done. Jeez.
I mean, I'm not too far either.
I still got another 6 inches to go here.
That's what she
No
said.
comment.
Maybe that is. But isn't that a good thing? Another 6 inches to go.
That depends on which end we're talking about.
No comment.
Realistically, part of the reason why you're eating slower, and myself as well, is the amount we're talking.
Well, that is true. Mike, you gotta start talking more, man. Whoa, I've got some offshoot of some cheese disaster going on. I got some cheese, something cheesy is happening to the sandwich. I don't know what happened there.
Back out.
Right. I'll attempt to eat the sandwich the normal, correct way and see if there's a difference. Well, I will say this: the bread is not as fresh as some of the other Subways.
It is at the end of the day, though, also.
That's true. Now, I don't like salads. I'm going to put that out there right now. But I have no problem eating a veggie burger or a sandwich with a bunch of vegetables in it, that's fine, but I just can't eat it straight up. It just doesn't appeal to me.
I will not eat a veggie burger.
Why?
It's nasty.
Have you had Morningstar? Morningstar veggie burgers are actually pretty good. They're the only veggie burger that I actually like.
On top of that, from my personal experience, veggie burgers tend to be greasier. It's a different type of grease, obviously, but at the end of the day, most of the veggie burgers I've had are either idiotically greasy or they've just been made dry.
And the weird thing is they have a lot of calories in them. Like, okay, you go to Red Robin, I think it is, and you order their veggie burger. It's like, no, I could be wrong. Things may have changed. So, don't quote me on it, but it's still like almost near 1,000 calories for the veggie burger versus the regular hamburger.
Which is what?
Well, I don't know about the regular hamburger, but
I mean, your sandwich right there was 1,000 calories almost.
well, just under 900. Which a lot of that was
Actually,
the bread.
The veggie burger has 1,200.
Whoa!
What?
1,200 calories in a veggie burger? Gee.
From Red Robin, yeah.
Like, if it's truly... Whoops.
Look at
Sorry.
what you did. Look
Sorry.
what you did.
That would be interesting to see.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be very interesting.
Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. Sorry about
Or
that.
so he says.
But, okay, so if it's truly a veggie burger, sweet mother of mercy, that's a lot of calories for a bunch of vegetables compressed together. No? Do tell.
Think about it. First off, veggies have roughly the same amount per mass, and then you're just squishing them together into a super compressed item. And then you're throwing bread on top of it.
I suppose. But, slightly off topic, did you know that there are, like,
No.
a lot of vegetables are actually a genetic offshoot of lettuce?
Quite a few
Yes.
of them, yes.
I mean, cauliflower, kale, cabbage, a ton of other ones were originally lettuce, and then they were modified. You know,
Not scientifically.
well, here's the thing. People say, oh, I don't want GMO food. Good luck finding non-GMO food.
And
Fun-
good luck surviving on it once you do.
Yeah, because fun fact, GMO includes selective breeding. It doesn't have to be genetically modified in a lab, but GMO for selective breeding is still genetically modified under the category. So,
So, a quick note. A bacon cheeseburger from Red Robin is 1,050 calories. Keep it simple, which I'm guessing is just a basic burger, is 640. So don't quote me on that. Judging by this, the average calorie count is about 850, 900 per burger.
the veggie burger has more calories.
Yeah. Because... Why is my phone... Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
Not really. Like I said, on top of the fact that they're greasier and then you're packing this, like, they literally take out all the blank stuff in order to keep the nutrients. Because they have to process it in order to make it into a burger.
Okay. But still, it's like so counterintuitive.
I don't know. Maybe because I've actually had a fair number of veggie burgers growing up. My folks, I don't know where they got them, but they had these big veggie burgers, like this big. Yeah, huge patties.
It's like as big as the alligator burger we had.
And I took it up at the George Foreman. More grease came off those things than any other piece of meat I've ever had.
I don't know what veggie burgers you guys been having. The Morningstar veggie burgers I had never really had a lot of grease. I will say this though. It is interesting, the whole thing about vegetables and stuff. Like, okay, some people say, like, okay, if you have them raw, they're better for you versus cooked, and I'm like, is it? It's a vegetable. I mean, I guess if you have it cooked, some of the nutrients come out in the water? I don't know.
Honestly, some of those things are quite hysterical to me. Like the people who get it super freshly made, usually they don't. There's some people who won't even cook it. Like they basically just have it pulled out of the ground, rinse it off of any dirt on the roots type deal, and maybe chop it up and then eat it. But those are usually like the grass-based vegetables. And there's no way you survive on that stuff.
Yeah, I mean...
The only way I've ever seen those type of diets being viable is if you have a low physical stress job or something like that.
Desk job, where you don't really have a lot of calories.
Yeah, you don't burn a lot of calories, so you don't need it.
So, okay, so it's like, okay, on one end you can become malnourished on vegetables. On the other end, you could become fat on vegetables.
If you do, I mean, like...
I mean, it's literally like anything else. It's how much you take in, but still.
Well, not just how much you take in, but how much extra you take in.
That's true. More calories.
For my example, for my life, I work 4 days in a row, I work 10-hour shifts, and it's arduous labor at work, warehouse. I mean, not quite as arduous as my last job, but still fairly arduous.
Where, versus me being, well...
Yeah. I wasn't done with my example.
Well, I'm just saying in contrast...
My weekends, in contrast to my job, which is 4 days in a row, my weekends, I sit at my desk, play video games.
Yeah.
Or watch YouTube. Which means through my work week, I eat tons. I get footlongs, I get multiple hamburgers for my lunch, I eat breakfast.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean,
and then my weekends come, and I think this entire weekend I've had about 3 ramens.
So I think what it really comes down to is the classic formula of, did you burn more calories than did you take in? If you use more calories than you consume, you lose weight. If you consume more calories than you use, you gain weight. I mean, that's the very basic. I mean, we're not nutritionists here, obviously, but
excuse me.
Well, says the guy with the blood sugar count that might as well be Aunt Jemima.
Mind you, I also lived on Soylent.
That is true. But
for reference, for people who don't know, Soylent is a meal replacement plan that was made by a chemist, actually, not a nutritionist.
Everyone knows Soylent Green.
Not everyone. I've had plenty of people not know what that is.
I didn't know what it was until you told me.
I know the reference, and that's about it.
Fair enough. Anyway, but yeah, it was made up by a chemist, and he looked at the actual elements, like the periodic table of elements, that the human body consumes, and decided, let's see if they can consume those elements in roughly the rawest form he can. So he literally took, powdered versions of the elements the human body uses and breaks down, and threw that into a drink mix and experimented from there to make a perfect formula. Which, quick note, because of genetic differences and the job differences, as we stated earlier, there's no technical perfect, but there is a general purpose.
Yeah, there's general and then there's more specific. But hey, we're getting towards the end of the episode here. Let's just go over our final synopsis really quick and say something. Okay, so overall, at my end, as far as sandwiches go, it's pretty good. Now, Mr. Sub is a different kind of sandwich. We'll have to go there sometime. Now, they try to market themselves as healthy. My sandwich was 900 calories. Take it as you will, because I could go to McDonald's. It's always ended back to McDonald's, but I could have I could have a buttermilk crispy chicken sandwich for 600 calories. So it depends. How exactly do you want to do it? Are you counting things like fats? Are you counting things like carbs? Whatever the case may be. But the point is, as far as the flavor goes, the bread, not so fresh right about now, but still better than most places. The meat
Also, quick note, you did not have yours toasted, correct?
did not have it toasted, so it was not dry. I find it to be dry when they toast it, but
Depends on the price for me. But
the
yeah.
meat, the amount of meat you get for the dollar is not a lot. But
There's differences. Sorry.
I will say this: the vegetables are fresh compared to other places I've been to, so it makes up for that in that regard. And if you want to have some veggies and stuff, which veggies are generally good for you, which I don't get enough vegetables in my diet. I really need to do something about that. Clearly. I mean, this table is like pushing in on my gut. I don't know if you can see it.
I was pointing to the veggies on the table.
Oh, my God. There are literally vegetables on the table here. So, overall, Subway, is it good? Yeah, it's good. Well, as long as you get something with the $5 footlong sort of situation, I think it's a good price. But Mike, what's your?
Can I interject on a quick note?
Go ahead.
One thing you mentioned on the amount of meat you get, that depends partially on the sandwich you get too, because of the fact that for both of you guys, I believe,
I have no idea.
Yeah, so he just walked in the door and went to the bathroom. I didn't see.
I don't think I saw anything.
I didn't smell it, so
yeah.
I don't smell it like a cigarette.
We'll keep half an eye if you like. But yeah, so like the deli meat sandwiches, such as the turkey, the black forest ham, stuff like that, they prep it on like wax paper prep things that are pre-decided on the amount. Whereas my sandwich, they literally scoop out the chicken, and if they start building up.
Well, no, it's not. It actually is in a slice situation where they determine how many slices goes on it. That varies from restaurant to restaurant for Subway.
Yeah, so there's some difference there, but like for mine, she scoops the chicken out with a scoop. And, you know, a scoop is not a perfect measuring device, it's especially something that's chunky about yay big.
That's a fair point.
And if they're in a rush, depending on the person, they can sometimes just kind of hurry themselves. Like this trip, I'm pretty sure I got about 3.5 times the amount I'm supposed to.
Yeah, sometimes if you bring up the fact that other Subways give more meat, they'll give you a little extra meat. I mean, I don't think they're purposely trying to do anything like to skip.
No,
just
no, it's just they don't want to lose a profit either.
So, well, since we're already talking with you, talk about your
Yeah,
chicken
no,
sandwich.
like I said, on mine, I had, like you, I agree that the bread was mediocre. I mean, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, but I had mine toasted, so it was a little on the dry side, but it was not over dry like I've had at some Subway sandwiches.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to complain. Like I said, I got a very healthy helping of meat on mine, so I'm happy about that.
Healthy meaning more calories,
Yeah.
so a little more unhealthy. But
Well, okay, like I said, calorie count is not the only.
I know. I'm just making a joke. Just
Fair
making a
enough.
joke.
But yeah, so I was pretty happy with mine overall.
Mike,
What do
quickly,
you feel?
what is your synopsis of your sandwich? How did you like it?
Do you
Good,
want-
bad?
Compared to other Subways, you know what? Right there in the middle.
Right in the middle? Yeah, I would say this location is definitely in the middle. I mean, they don't have tap water that you can get that's not filtered. It does have like a metallic taste in it here.
To you.
To me, well, I'm sorry, I can taste it.
All you drink is RODI water. Shut up.
Well, I paid good money for my RODI system, but
For reference for the audience, he went balls to the wall pretty much for ROI.
RODI UV. Yeah, I made a custom RODI unit for very clean water.
Yeah, so he's
Which
got
isn't the
much higher
healthiest,
standards.
actually. Because you're taking on a lot of nutrients.
That depends on if you drink it straight.
That is very true.
But yeah, so that's what he's comparing it to. I myself find it to be some of the best tap water I've ever had.
I'm serious. The water here from the tap, it's like hose water versus something that.
What's wrong with hose water?
Well, the difference is other places with filtered water, like any other restaurant that we've been to, had tastes like Brita filter sort of water. It's not like ultra pure like my RODI, but it's free of metallics. You know,
I could drink well water with no problem.
Okay, I mean, I wouldn't exactly advise that,
Also,
but
I might point out
there's a lot of sediment you're drinking,
well, not even
and
that.
sulfur.
Different wells are totally different.
Exactly. So,
Also, sulfur is actually necessary for the body.
yes, but not in these quantities. All right.
What?
Now he's distracted. Anyway, do we have anything else to go off?
I think we were
guys
just
got vitamin waters, so
at the very end of the day, we all agreed the sandwich was decent.
Oh, wow.
Not the best, but decent.
they also have a good amount of food for the prices.
So long as you get the deal, because I remember there are some Subways that charge you for water, for one, and it's like $1.50 for just tap water, not
Trump
bottled
Tower
water.
is on fire.
Oh snap! This is
You mean
not
the
a.
Sears Tower?
No, Trump.
You mean the Sears Tower?
No. Trump in...
Okay, hold on. First off, this is not a political channel, so we're not getting into that.
No, it's just a building.
Okay,
Okay.
we're
the New York
not
City
we're not
one.
talking about politics or anything like that.
No, it's
No,
not
I'm just
politics.
saying. Let's
Yeah.
let's stay out of that subject for a minute. Let's
That's
finish,
our current news.
let's finish up here. This is our news. News of the sandwiches. So okay, so we all agree that the sandwich was pretty good, but it wasn't like wow. But it definitely wasn't. Ugh.
Now, if you go to, say, a Subway, like, at a prominent place, say, Navy Pier.
They're gonna charge you an arm and a leg because
Actually, that's the one thing I've noticed about Subway. They seem to have the highest difference in price between different stores.
yes, multiple franchises price things very differently.
Well, like, I don't disagree with that as a general whole, but, like I can go to a McDonald's anywhere in the world, and the difference in price...
McCormick Place is a great example. There is no dollar menu. Dollar menu items are like $3 higher.
Most Chicago actually doesn't have a proper dollar menu.
Well, I mean,
There's
Subway
what
prices
was it,
are...
Schaumburg
But, okay.
in the mall. Hold on. A McChicken that's like say $1 anywhere else. It's like $4.50.
But no, what I'm talking about is even within a localized area, there are about 4 Subways within 5 minutes of here, give or take, and all of them are priced drastically different.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I'm another town over.
Whereas all the 5-6 McDonald's within 5 minutes of here are all pretty well about the
price,
same.
especially if it's corporate.
Yeah.
So, anywho, I think that basically sums up our situation here at the Subway. So, a toast.
2 empty bottles and a cup.